Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Good question that I've never thought about. Why are so many countries called Guinea? That's a great question. My name is Connor, if you're new. Oh, this came out today. All right, so I will upload it tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, my name's Connor, Rhode Island, New England, USA. I like to learn things and watch stuff. If you're not ready to learn, there's the door. Don't hit yourself on the way out. You're in the wrong class. Home ec's down the hall, though. Just over there. Yeah, let's go. History Matters, amazing. I've reacted I know for a fact, over 100 of them. I'm also getting up on my 1-year anniversary of reaction channel, doing reaction videos. I believe January 4th was the first time I did it. And it's surreal how much, just how great it's been. Thank you guys, everyone. I'm over 18,000 subs now, which is crazy. My original goal was 1,000 because I always saw that was the amount that in order for you to be monetized on YouTube, you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And so I thought, okay, a year from now, that's where I'd like to be. And it turns out it'd be much sooner than then, and I've grown much more than I ever imagined. Thank you, guys. I thank you. Let's go. Why are so many countries called Guinea? Let's go.
Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Papua New Guinea, and of course, Equatorial Guinea. Since you have ears, you'll notice that they all share a common name. Something which few other countries do, since even states with similar names get mixed up. But why is this the case? Why are there so many countries with Guinea in their name? So before we answer that, there's something that needs to be cleared up. The Guineas and the Guianas are not related.
Sorry, I just wanted to say...
To answer that, there's something that needs to be cleared up. The Guinea...
And Guianas, I get it. But I just remember this part of Africa was such a pain to memorize when I was trying to learn the countries.
Guineas and the Guianas are not related. Two different words with two different histories. The one we're focusing on most likely comes from an old Berber word which means dark skin, and it was used to describe the collective lands along the coast to their south and the people who lived there. Europeans only had a few names for parts of Africa, like Barbary for the north, Ethiopia for most of the continent, another term for this area, and Guinea was adopted for these lands.
Wow, Ethiopia was a term for all of that area. I did not know that.
You see, Europeans made use of North African navigators to help them sail down the coast of Africa, and so it wasn't long until the name for the region stuck with all of them. And when Europeans later colonized the area, the different European powers used Guinea to refer to their separate parts of it. The first was Portugal, who claimed this area, calling it Portuguese Guinea. There was also Swedish Guinea, which would later become Danish Guinea, and soon after that Dutch Guinea, before the British took it for themselves and called it the Gold Coast. In the late 19th century, France had its turn to colonize parts of the area, and in a shocking display of originality, called it French Guinea. Later, when decolonization saw Africa freed, French Guinea was the first to win its independence, and so it got dibs on plain old Guinea. About 20 years later, Portuguese Guinea followed, and it soon took the name Guinea-Bissau. To the south, mostly outside of the region, is Equatorial Guinea. This was first colonized by Portugal, who soon sold this island to the Spanish, who soon took control of this region. In the late 19th century,
that was always the easiest country to memorize because it's right on the equator. Sorry.
Portugal, who soon sold this island to the Spanish, who soon took control of this region. In the late 19th century, the French muscled in on this region, and they signed a deal with the Spanish, which settled on these borders, with Spain gaining the small colony of Rio Muni, which combined with the island of Bioko in 1929. And it called this combination Spanish Guinea, because the island of Bioko was a part of the region, despite the rest not being so. And when the nation gained its independence, it kept the name Guinea, but given that Guinea was already taken, it adopted the name Equatorial Guinea because of its location. So what about Papua New Guinea on the other side of the world, which is firmly and entirely not within the region of Guinea? Well, before Europeans arrived, the island was known as Papua, but cultural sensitivity is not the cornerstone of imperialism, and so the Spanish explorers who first mapped the island's coastline picked a new name, New Guinea. So why Guinea and not something else like New Aragon? Well, they chose this name because
does it have to do with the skin color again?
As far as they were concerned, the natives who lived on Papua were indistinguishable from the Africans of Guinea, and so they were essentially the same. Several centuries later, the island was divided between three
probably the same. Jeez.
Powers, with the Netherlands, Germany and Britain taking their own chunks. As you'll know, Germany's team came second in World War I, and so their part went to Britain. And in 1949, both parts were united under Australian leadership. In 1975, it gained its independence, and given that the name had been used for about 4 centuries at this point, it just sort of stuck. And that's why there are 4 countries called Guinea. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for making awesome video. Awesome channel, like always. Not all of you enjoy the History Matters stuff because it's very short. Understandable, but I've always seen it as a kind of cornerstone of my learning because in a very simple, funny way, often it describes certain historical events that I knew very little about. And in just a few minutes gives you the gist so you can kind of... I see it, History Matters, is kind of like the training wheels a lot of the times into any kind of bigger topic. And sometimes just a channel that has great videos just to clear up certain things, like why is Guinea such a popular name with countries. So it seems like it was a general term in a language to denote African peoples, and so as they were traveling along the coast, they just called it that. Understandable. Awesome. Great video. See you guys next time.